shit.
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, baby?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the RNS show. We are in the building, definitely doing our thing. Once again, back at it. Be patient with us, y'all. We're putting it together. Just working through some kinks.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna keep going, keep doing what we do. All right. So let's get this show on the road. We got to the left of me, man, the man that keeps things going, man. He's trying his very best to keep us up.
What's up?
Matt Deans is in the building.
Yes, sir.
He's dealing with the problems at hand. So
I'm trying to, y'all. I'm trying to work through it.
to the right of us, man, is my man. Well, not to the right, but to the far right, all the way at the end.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's my man Jay Peasy's in the
Peasy,
building,
yeah.
man. Yeah, he's
Baby, dog.
yeah. He's a guy. He's a guy that knows everything, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's our resident expert. You know what I'm saying? So, on life, period. To the right of me, man, we got Category 5. We got Hurricane Roxy in the building, man.
What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? She's here keeping it interactive. So y'all guys chime in and talk to Roxy if need be, most definitely.
What up, y'all?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got an outstanding show. We'll keep it growing. We'll keep things fresh, and we're gonna just get back to what we do best. You know what I'm saying? So, Roxy, give them a rundown of what we got going on today.
Okay, so we have our poll from last week that we're gonna go over. Everybody said they wanted the general news and relationships. We're also gonna go over our debate for the evening. And we're also going to talk about what we did this weekend and what we have coming up. So for now, what we're going to talk about is our relationship challenge, or our relationship question. For 5 years in a relationship or a marriage, and this is just a question of the day, what will you or what do you talk about in your relationship? And what are the things that you will or do to keep your relationship interesting? So go ahead and comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm going to comment as well. For me, you talk about growth. We always talk about what the next move is, finances, what are we going to do? What's next? What are we doing next to keep moving? Ace.
Well, I would have to had a relationship that lasted more than 5 years. Recently, I'm talking about before 9/11.
Oh my God.
Oh, stop.
But what I would talk about is how fine you used to be. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. Man, you used to look good 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I mean, in a nutshell, I mean, relationships in general are complicated. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. Growth is a big one. Like I said, I don't really know anything else other than if you're working on a relationship that you would talk about other than growth. To be honest with you, where you're headed. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I think.
Yeah, I'm not the expert.
It's of course, and I'm not either. I've been married for a year.
Yeah, well, no, you've been together way longer than a year.
I've been with Rox for about 4 months.
That relationship thing, yeah, you don't want to point that this way. Now, if you want to know how to mess up a relationship, when that question comes up, I'm your dude. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Keeping one going without kids involved, because kids make you, that's about 10 more years on a relationship. You got kids.
Not for me.
Yeah, well, exactly. For we ain't got no obligation like kids or a house or something where I gotta be around, I gotta kind of put up with your shit. I know a lot of ways to get out of a damn relationship.
So, with people that have been in a relationship for longer than 5 years, and you are, because you go through the growth spurts, right? Like the learning yourself. No.
Not that growth spurt.
You go through learning experiences with one another. Y'all are learning from one another. You're learning how each other's mannerisms are. Your mañas, so to speak. Habits is what it is in
Right.
Thank you.
So
Google Translate shit. That was an H. I don't
you're learning each other, you know?
I was like, I'm gonna eat that nigga. I'm gonna get some of that.
I'm a little hungry actually. Yeah, thanks,
I thought it was a food.
Right.
I'm gonna get some of that nigga next time.
So you're learning from one another.
I got some banyas around this bitch.
Oh my God.
What are you guys talking about? Or what are you guys doing? Are you traveling? Are you doing things with the kids? Like, does your relationship evolve around your children?
Yeah.
Do they evolve around careers? You know, what are you doing to keep your relationship popping?
And see, right now it's a very interesting time to bring it up because of COVID. You know, we've heard and seen a lot of relationships end because what's given people or relationships and people in relationships the opportunity to miss each other is to go to work and not see each other for 8, 9, 10 hours and be thankful to come back home to someone who cares for them, who loves them, and they can talk to them for the first time in a very long time about what's going on, what happened at work. But right now with COVID and last year, because you're just around that person 24/7, it becomes a little hectic. You know, people need their space. Now, that's not for everybody, obviously. There's some people that just enjoy thoroughly, right? Being around people. But what makes it so interesting, what makes it so interesting is that relationships in general are hard because you are learning, in my eyes, to love a person over and over and over again, because the person you are today is not the person you're going to be in 5, 10 years from now. So how you change and how the other person's change, are you able to still love that person if they're not the exact person that you fell in love with?
Well, bro, it all leads back to growth, right? We're talking about growth, okay? Because some people grow apart. That goes right along with your point, whereas one may grow, one may not grow, and one may grow one way and one may grow another way.
Right.
So, I guess as you get to know this person, because I don't think you can really learn somebody until you spend more time with them, right? And of course, if you've been with them for 5 years, which means you spend a lot of time with them, you would assume, right? So how do you keep your relationship pop, right? So that means that you have to do little things to still keep a spark out, whether it be in the bedroom, whether it be like enjoyment on your spouse's, like what they like to do. Like, oh, she likes romantic comedy, so okay, well, let me take her to a romantic comedy movie, even though that's not my shit, you know what I mean? It may not be my thing, but, and then she do the same thing vice versa, like, hey, did you hear that new, like with me, I'm more of a adventure guy or whatever, or, you know, I'll do mystery as well. Well, hey, I do DC too. But if there's something like coming out, she'll throw it at me like she's excited to go too, and that makes me excited, and that, you know what I mean?
Those things create date night.
Come on.
Those things create engagement with one another. I like stand-up comedy. Matt took me to go see
Blair
Thompson, and I had the time of my life. He was like stepping on my feet, telling me to stop laughing so bad. However, but it was funny.
He can't finish the punchline.
I was laughing on my bad. But either way, it brings engagement with your relationship. I didn't really follow the lineage or the line of DC or Marvel stories.
She wasn't a nerd like this nigga, right?
Until I met
I happen to be
Matt.
a nerd. Oh, sorry.
I didn't know, so I had to tell him, I'm going back. I gotta go back to. He's already 30 years above me.
She messes up the entire experience.
Like
explain shit. Well, how does Spider-Man? Well, what all can he do? And shit like, nigga, just let the nigga. He swings, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, how come the other nigga didn't have to? Look,
Superman came from kryptonite.
And I'm like,
why does that hurt him?
I just have so many
Because it just does, right? It's like those are rules.
Why doesn't
Batman fight Iron Man? Whoa.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Whoa.
You still.
Yeah.
I
understand you got questions.
Yeah.
You got a question.
Oh,
this is about to break up the relationship.
We're getting
Don't
into
make
words,
a break.
right?
No, go ahead. Right.
Yeah. Well, how about
Finish,
Superman versus
finish.
Cap? We're done.
I'm gonna divorce today. But so what is it that you guys do to keep your relationship spontaneous, popping? Like, what is it that you guys are doing? Comment in the comment section. I have already shared it to Facebook. Comment on Facebook. Comment here on YouTube. I'm here. I've already posted, so if you guys can see what I've posted or my comment, then comment underneath of me so that I can see that you guys can see what I have posted. Also, so that will be the talk throughout the day or throughout the show. We do want to get into our debate, and the debate that we had earlier was, let me go to it real quick, was about, what is it called? With the kid.
The chip.
The chip.
The GPS chip.
Okay, so we're going to do the GPS chip. So, if there was a chip now, right now, with the technology, I'm going to put current technology.
Okay.
Or do you want to do the more advanced technology?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say advanced because it's tough to stay within the realm of possibility if we're going to say
Now,
current. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say 20, 30 years from now, you and I may not see this, our kids may see this. Are you going to put a chip in? If let's say we are 30 years in advance, would you put a chip in your child like you would if you spent a lot of money on your pit bull or your Shih Tzu that was 3Gs or whatever? Are you going to put a chip in your child? Would you put a chip in your child like you would if you spent so much money on them with your dog now?
With your dog.
I'm just saying with your pet, with your animal that you paid a lot of money for.
Yeah.
You know? And
What
I
you
hate
care
to put
about?
it that
Would you be
way.
willing to do that? That's an excellent question.
I hate to put it that way though, because
Mm-hmm.
I put a chip in my dog because
You care about.
I cared about him,
Yeah.
and I paid a lot of money for him. I want to make sure that if somebody tries to steal him
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
he's found on the side of the road, that they're gonna scan him and they're gonna call me and be like, "Hey, somebody just brought your dog in. I see that he's been missing for a year." You know,
Come on.
like, yes, keep my dog. I'm coming to
Yes.
pick my dog up.
And you see that happen even now with specific to dogs that
Mhm.
where they're lost for months upon months, if not a year or so.
Mhm.
And thanks to the chip, and it's like an identifier, pounds can scan it and say, oh, we need to call this person. And dogs to a lot of people are family members, especially if you're gonna put a chip in them. They're family members, and
You go for money, yeah.
yeah,
Invest in it.
so it makes sense. But from a child standpoint, and again, we're thinking of in the future here because obviously a child technically has rights. Now, obviously, they're not as expansive as an adult, but at what point do we look at this and saying, okay, one, how much is it going to cost? Two, as we were discussing earlier, this technically wouldn't be a healthcare benefit, so healthcare is not going to cover it. And three, if it does cost money, one, to put into the child and then actually take it out of them, would you be financially, as a parent, financially responsible if the child grows up to be 18 and wants it removed, at which point they can make their own decisions. But because they didn't have a decision in it going into them,
Would it remain our responsibility to take it out?
financially.
Financially. Okay. Those are good questions.
Nothing to deal.
Oh, just thoughts.
We already know Adrian is opposed to it. He's not going to do it. But he needs to
Putting an
engage in
18-year-old
conversation.
taking out the chip and that's too much. That's doing too much. Too much. Man. Putting the chip in the kid, man. Nah, I don't see that.
Yeah.
That's too new world order for me right there, man. That's just a lot.
Brave new world. That's
Yeah,
important.
man. Now, PT said this last week. We already got our chips walking around.
Yeah.
We ain't got to chip kids.
Facebook,
Right
Google,
there, man.
Apple,
So,
T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T.
I'm not with chips at all.
And it's not that expensive. You're paying $300 to $500. So why not pay $300 to $500 to put a chip in your kid to ensure?
Do you love your child?
That it doesn't.
Do you or do you not love?
People love their child to pay $300, $400, $500 for this Apple phone.
Well, you love your dog.
Yeah.
So,
But you pay $200
you love your dog more
to put
than
a
your
chip
child.
Let me
in
check
your
it out
dog.
though. But y'all mean people let their kids just run around? They had a chip in the ass. Come on, man. You know,
You become careless.
I got this
right?
app, nigga. I'm gonna find you, bro.
But it takes away the having to walk around and see kids with leashes on them.
Yeah.
That's all you. I'm old school discipline, man. It's like don't move. You know what I'm saying? Like no leash, no nothing. Look at man. Hold aside the shopping cart. Like you're not moving. You know what I'm saying? Like all that is it's just like I think the technology, especially with people, they're letting technology do too many things, man. I mean, the world's been around. The technology hasn't been around for a long time. Think about it.
No, it hasn't.
You know, the world's been around long before this chip bullshit.
Well, let's not even say the world. Let's just say human existence.
Human existence.
Yeah.
And they ain't had put no chips in no kids now and then, you know, and think about it. Like, all right, now people are abducting your kids, digging chips out of them, all kinds of crazy. That's crazy. That's nuts. Like, just watch your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Just
Okay.
Don't try to
Okay, let me
make
throw
your
this
job
out there.
easier.
Let me throw this out there. Let's say you put the chip in your child, right? And they grow up to be these grown people. Beautiful. Have grandkids, right? Whatever.
Walk around with a chip in.
Beautiful people.
Not ugly ones.
Christians.
Not ugly ones. Just the beautiful ones.
Handsome.
And you ugly, get no chip in.
Yeah.
25 on this.
Go,
Okay,
go.
so then, let's go like this. That girl, that young woman, I can't recall her name, but here in San Antonio, her boyfriend or whatever he was to her, they're estranged. He went to her apartment and there was a scuffle, a fight or whatever, and he carried out a bag. And she cannot be found anywhere. He confessed to his family in Mexico that he did kill her and that he dumped her body in the San Marcos River. They still can't find this young girl. If she was chipped right now, they would be able to pinpoint her location. This family would be able to find their deceased daughter or living daughter or whatever and bring her home.
Or at least
for her kids.
Or at least what body part what the chip was in. They could find the hand or the arm, and it would definitely send them some leads.
Yes.
Man,
He being funny, don't be funny.
That is crucial, dog.
He's being ugly.
That was crucial, dog.
They could be watching right now.
Joking. Oh, I'm joking.
Like they can meld a hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at them.
come to the body, but the hand is not
This
here.
led us nowhere. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what is this doing in the lake?
And to be respectful, her name is Crystal Garcia. She's 32. She's from here in San Antonio. The guy did try to flee to Mexico, but luckily the police caught up to him in time because his own family reported him. Either way.
Damn.
So let's say this was you as a parent.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to find your child who is missing? She has 4 kids.
Well, I would want to find them even before. I mean, and I'm not saying anybody's gonna be keeping tabs, just like you do with the locator on your phone.
Right,
You
right.
got it for the kids, and you can kind of see where they're going. That's just parental advisory in a way. Like you're just trying to help. If you had a capability of knowing where your kids are at all times, why wouldn't you tap into that capability?
Right.
So there's nothing wrong with that to me, However, the chip, I mean, like you said, the phone, I don't really see it being any different.
Well, the chip and the phone are very different because the chip is attached to a
Of
person's
course.
body.
No. I mean, as in, like, it
can
being,
be-
like, wrong or invasion of privacy or something like that. It's almost like, yo, they already invaded our privacy. We have this conversation, the next thing you know, my phone's going to be giving me Google ads on protection, you know what I mean? I got a gun, handguns,
right?
you know what I'm saying? Prevent robbers, like, mace, I'll get mace advertised to me tomorrow.
Right. And see, you got to ask yourself, what is the benefit of the chip if it's to look for someone after they're gone. I get finding their body. I get
Right.
that you want to find their
That
body.
was the joke. That's what the joke was about,
Oh,
y'all.
I didn't hear the joke. I was
after the fact.
I was looking something important up.
I'm saving lives.
Yes, exactly. No, but
Listen to y'all's mockery over
right. But if this is a product that is known, my question is, if a person's willing to kill somebody, wouldn't they be willing to go the extra step to look for the chip and take it out?
And that's what I was telling, we were talking about earlier,
about
that technology will be so, at that point in 30 years, technology will be so advanced that somebody would come up with a scanner like they do now with the pet scanners to be able to scan a pet and see if they have a chip. And it would link automatically to the real owner that put the chip in them and they registered and all that stuff.
Or
You
even
know.
a metal detector. 'Cause
Or a
it's-
metal
it-
There's a lot of pros and cons.
Yeah.
Because I know we gotta hit a video in a second.
Right.
There's a lot of pros and cons to it when it comes to, hey, I don't know about y'all, but the police, they will put you somewhere where you were.
Oh yeah, that's Matt's argument.
Conspiracy. I'm all about conspiracy and somebody trying to plot with somebody and you were there, your chip said you were there.
Right.
And you know I wasn't, dog. I can prove it. Well, your chip says otherwise, the transline your back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nah, bro. That'll open up a whole nother door of corruption for anybody to try to put anybody in some bullshit. Just being honest. And I'm trying to stay away from any of that. For real.
So, question is, would you put a chip in your child for GPS reasons?
Would you just do it?
Or would you
Period.
just, would you
yeah.
do it, period? Would you
Whatever
put a chip
your
in
reasons
child
are.
for
I
whatever
mean,
reason?
if you have different reasons, let us know and we can definitely discuss those. Obviously, we're pointing to one because it seems the most obvious, GPS, but maybe there's something that we're not thinking about. And, feel free to write it down, let us know, and maybe it's something we can discuss further when we come back on the show.
Post in the comments. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
brother, we have 2 chips. Oh yeah, I got 2 chips. I got 3 baby mama. Yeah, I got this chip. My baby mama got this. How you got 2 chips, dog? Hit my elbow, nigga. This one go off, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That is so funny. Okay, so moving forward. Go.
Yeah, no, but definitely, man. Chime into that. That's a crazy topic. I mean, don't let me joke y'all out of not chiming in on that. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in the chip, you want them crazy ass people chime in, and if you somebody like me who don't believe the chip, chime on in.
But still, crazy ass.
Yeah. All right, man. So we got some music. We're still the local music launch pad.
Yes.
If you have local music, man, we still do your thing, man. Please give it to us, man. Look at, man. You got a lot of avenues where you can get your music played. You know what I'm saying? But you want to get out as many as you can, man. We're willing to put that on with no strings attached, man. Just play and get you some exposure.
Sure.
Most definitely.
And how can they get that music to you, man?
Yo, send it to omalaentertainment@gmail.com. Send it to me, send me an email. I will reply within the same day. Yo, I'm out here for y'all. I think this city needs a boost. I think this city is mad talented. I think we just need shine. I think we need to work together better. We need to show love, and I think in time we can grow this market, like Cali, like New York, or any of the Atlanta, any of these big music markets. There's too much talent down here for us to just stay complacent. Having people come in from out of town and get more people to a show that we do. Shit like that, you know what I mean? And of course, we don't really have the help of 98.5, so that's why the local music launch pad is why we're here.
Who you got, man?
Yo, we just did a dope show yesterday at High Tones. Entry through a show. It's a Brown Soul tour. It's my boy Doughboy. I think he came from Houston. Cali, Houston out. I don't want to be mistaken, but he was the headliner. He came down. His album's called Brown Soul, so we do a Brown Soul show. Entry's the one that coordinated it all, and then he put on the show. We also had Flow Time, one of Omala's artists, put on the show. So I want to play one of the songs we performed. It's called Trigger, Hair Trigger by Entry. Y'all check it out.
Hey, homie, you like rap?
Yo, living, man. Look, this is God tier level. Got no time for no tears. Flying kites through these bars, get them shanked on a tear. Feel like Murcielago throttle. Way we shifting gears. When I blank, man, rappers turn to David Allen Greer. Everything I speak, cathedral, we an equal. You can never match it. Old rappers claiming gatekeepers. Y'all bitter has-beens. I was 13 with a 38 filled with metal jackets. Same youngster that was popping cherries, y'all was getting catfish, huh? Ain't it clear how this thing is backwards? Not just rap, whole planet falling in some kind of rapture. Realistically, y'all never been a factor. Y'all spoon-fed, hedge fund, benefactor, so it's better plasma. I'm the reason why y'all overran. Posted up, join the cult in France. Stockpiling and unfolding plans. I'm the type to lay you out from a pool stick with a broken hand. Same one that bounced back from all attempted fallacies. Life or death daily, this line of work got a hazard fee. Not concerned if the state granted me amnesty. Muscle with the hustle, my type of flex never atrophy. I'm gone to that next level, I pick my spot. Skrills told me just to kill him slow. Got a pound of rock, so I return. Cobra Kai and boulder slabs like they a prop. Probably out my mind. That's why the stars align for you to watch. Watch. Oh, let it keep going. Yeah, we talking that talk. This year is ours, baby. Look. Yo, so let me run it back for slow learners. I'm from a city where they marking you as food if you a known splurger. Been the hottest since Busy was yelling more murder. Clocking paper from the crib as if I'm a remote worker. Probably all the pain talking just to coordinate that coca flow. Meant for co-filing was just to cultivate the poker nose. With a dough would go, I offshore the bank, the border closed. Yet we could make a run off a quarter take, it's nothing. Broadcast to the new ops. Modern day slavery made the noose knot. Bring dividends to mute stops. 22 shots from that automatic ooh-op. Bring out more ghetto birds and pigeon coops on a rooftop. Just for Mumia, Abdul Jamal, Chan, Tupac. Before I packed the strap was padlocks in a tube sock. Make them lose interest, ain't no hope to recruit rock. Soloists, body everybody to the group rock. Feel me? Regime squad guard, entry I go fucking hard.
What's going on, y'all? That is Hair Trigger by Entriago Pinero. Y'all check him out on YouTube, all major platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. I think Spotify's his main one he likes to shout out. So y'all check him out on Spotify. Official Entry, type it in, INTRE.
Yeah, man. And beautiful show, man, that they had yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I was on my old man stuff yesterday, so I feel like I ain't no energy for all that. Matt performed yesterday, he taking it back to his crowd pleasing day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Crowd pleasing. Flo got on the flow time music, you know, he was out there doing this thing, you know, so good show, man. Glad to have out.
Hell yeah, man. It was lit. It was a great turnout.
So like I said, man, we got a pretty good show. We ain't gonna get away today without talking about R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? It's just no way you get around that monster right there. He got officially convicted today, and it's just sometime down the line we'll chip in on that a little bit, talk about it a little bit. Definitely, I know that when we talked about the relationships, we talked about the chips. What else do we have we want to talk about today?
Just our events, past and present.
Like what we've been doing, man. Like I said, it's been crazy, man. You know, the pandemic was out. Kind of threw us all kilter. We're back, and the Delta variant came out. Kind of threw us all kilter. You know what I'm saying? People still working from home. I'm one of them.
Same here.
Not wanting to go back. Some people ain't working at all because they getting their child tax credit, and they also still living off stimulus. And they still doing that. So it's just a crazy world right now. So there's a lot of things that happen. So do us a favor, man. We're getting this thing started back up, man. If you got something interesting, you got a story that's going on, please fill us in. Let's talk about that a little bit. But basically, we as a company have been trying to keep things going. I'm really trying to make sure that we have, an urban experience here on the west side of San Antonio. I'm tired of driving across town to those places. My old age, I just got lazy. I'm tired of doing all this. I want to go be able to have get good music real close to my house. So I started doing events around here, and we're doing one called Jam Sessions at Style House on Petranco Road. We're doing that about every other Tuesday. Tuesday month, usually the second to last Tuesday, third to last Tuesday. We're doing that. We have Danielle Hamilton performing over there. She's from this side. And it's a real good atmosphere. It's a nice little place to go. It's no cover. You want to reserve seats, you can holler at us about that, but you can just go up there and enjoy yourself. They have real good drink specials. It's a real nice place to go. So that's one of the events that we're involved in right now. What else we got going on?
We're actually answering this question. The artists, what we have coming up, what we're planning.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw another show. We're trying to do more of a studio feel. I don't want to give away what we're trying to do. Some of y'all down here, especially in San Antonio, y'all be jocking out here. So I ain't even gonna say nothing about what we're gonna do. But I'm just playing. It's all love. I do want to throw another show. I want to hop on one of these shows. I don't want to hop on a 10 Mad MCs show. But I would love to be a part of somebody else's show. It don't always have to be my show. I can jump on somebody's shit. Flow Time, the girls, Artistic Touch, they're ready. They're ready. They are ready. If y'all want them on the lineup, y'all holler at us, man. They will be on the lineup.
And how do they contact you again?
Omala Entertainment at gmail.com or holler at the manager, Ace Boogie. Real talk.
Yeah. Got big things coming up with our artists, man. Of course, man, we in the studio, man. That's just a passion of us. Definitely, man. So always trying to put some good things in. Definitely want to put together some quality shows. You know?
Moms helping moms. Got to talk about that. Rox's page that grew up to 1,000 members in like 2 weeks. Bro, y'all can't even give me 1,000 views, bro. Rox had 1,000 members, dog. Real talk, man. Shout out to Rox on that, dog. You know, matter of fact, let me see if I can throw you some balloons, right? Balloons in the mix. Oh, it's a celebration.
So, Moms Helping Moms.
You really got the damn balloons.
So Moms Helping Moms
Party right now.
is a group that I created to help each other. So on my page, I have moms that have had kids. They are trying to have kids. They've had kids and they have stuff they're trying to get rid of. And other moms that are pregnant or have little babies that are looking for stuff. So everybody kind of shares stuff for free. Or they sell it, for real cheap. But the whole purpose was to help each other. Especially during COVID, moms were stay-at-home moms, and they were hungry or looking for things to do for their kids. A lot of moms are single parents or one income homes. And the money that the husbands were creating or bringing into the home was solely just for the home. No extracurricular, no extracurricular activities. So they're bored trying to figure out what to do with their kids. And so, anyways, I created this page for moms to kind of engage and get ideas from different moms. Cheap ideas, easy ideas, whatever. Also, I do drawings.
Come on, Rox.
I haven't done a drawing lately.
Everybody puts in $1.
Everybody puts in $1 into the Cash App.
Come on.
And it's alive. I don't keep rid of the money.
She does the wheel. I've been there. She's had me be the one to push the button to do the wheel. She be like, I ain't even gonna touch it. And I'll be like, all right, I'll do it. I'll do the honors for real. Yeah. And she'll spin it and she'll have all these people's names and then it'll land on somebody's name. Boom. Or what was it, like half and half or something like that?
If it was, if it was, if
300
you would get like, you would get 24 hours to respond back to the post. Because, you put in your $1, you forget about it, you go to bed. And then if you didn't respond back after I messaged you. I've tried to reach out to you, and you still didn't respond. Then I'll do the drawing again, and with the two people that were. Either way, the point is I came up with this idea to help. So 50 moms put in $50. That's $50 to help a mom, you know, in their time of need, whatever. Even if it's just $1, you put it in there. We don't do the drawing, but let's say a mom reaches out and says, you know, I have a bill to pay, right? And yes, this has happened. We've had scammers on the page, active in my page. So I check on everything. I have questions that they have to ask. And I asked them other questions. I was a single mom for a very long time. I know what it is to struggle and have to figure out what the next move was for my kids. And so not a lot gets past me. You can't tell me that. Well, I'm pregnant and I have no help. Yes, you do. You have a lot of help. Are you looking for that help? Are you willing to get that help? Are you applying for assistance? Are you, looking into resources, because there are government resources for you. There's housing, there's food stamps, there's WIC, there's insurance, there's Medicaid, there's all kinds of different things that us as people contribute on our taxes to help pay for, So
don't be coming to the page with that.
Don't try to come with
that laziness.
Yes,
that's
I don't
basically
do
what
lazy.
that's about.
Yes, I don't do lazy.
Bringing that lazy. I need it. Then you've been irresponsible.
It's your responsibility. And I'm not dogging moms at all. I'm not doing that at all. But I'm just letting you know that it's very hard for people to come into my group and ask for assistance getting past me. Because I don't put up with it. I'm sorry. But either way. But I am very, everybody posts. I do vet everybody that posts, that requests help or assistance. And if it doesn't make any sense to me, it's not getting through. If you post that you have something for sale, a picture of your bassinet that you're not using anymore, you want to sell it for like $10, $15, it's going through, So that's why I created the page. Like I said, I bet everybody, nobody can post on my page without coming to me, and I read everything, I ask every question, I'll message the person, and get more information. Okay, have you applied for assistance? Yes. Send me the letter that says that you were approved or not approved. Because you're approved quickly within, if you're responsible, you put it in immediately and then you get a notice within 5 to 10 days at least. If it doesn't matter what state you're in. I'm in Texas, but I have people that are from all over on my page, all over the country, even Africa. People have hit me up from Africa, and I'm like, don't you have anybody in Africa?
Free.
Yes, but either way, I do that, everybody. Please know that when you're on my page, it is safe. I check everything out before I even do anything. And moving forward, what we will do is do a gift card to either Amazon, Walmart, your choice of food store. So if you live in Texas, either north or south. North is United, where I'm from. South is HEB. There's Walmart all over. There's Amazon. There's a Visa gift card. There's a MasterCard gift card. It's just a sheer preference. So get involved, get engaged. You can post on my page asking for advice. The moms that have had kids for several years can give you advice on, what they did for their kid or whatever. Go to my page. It's Moms Helping Moms on Facebook, and I have one on Instagram. And you can go to my personal page, or you can go to Omala, or you can go to anywhere and find it as well. So thanks. That's it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Moms helping moms. That's a cool thing, man. And she's growing that thing pretty good. Yeah, man. Roxanne found a way to put the view on Facebook. I mean, she did a real good job of putting a platform to where people can kind of communicate. She's built a community. That's what it's about. Build a community that can help assist each other and help each other out. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So let's JP talk a little bit, man.
was actually gonna roll some video on it. No, I'm just, I'm just
We
playing.
can do that too. We do actually need to go to video.
You don't know, just because, JP, what's some things that you want to talk about that you have on your mind specifically?
I have many things on my mind, but we'll